Okay, gentlemen. Sharp is it?
Great.
No, okay, you can make introduction. My name is Israel Matsekeso.
Yes.
AKA Mahlo. Kepi. Yeah. Intro.
No, Mr. Clifford.
Clifford.
Yeah.
Clifford Mahlo.
Managing Director, EPS2.
Yeah, Managing Director.
Klass, Mahlo, Ops Director, EPS2.
What is
Operational Director.
Or operational?
Yeah.
Being a social on the ground level.
Yeah.
And then opposite brains
Yes.
in the office.
Yes.
Okay. You are brothers.
Yes.
What has inspired the business? Did you went to varsity? Did you learn about it? If it has one operation near the ambulance.
Yeah, I think as the introduction says for itself, I'm the Managing Director, he's the Ops.
Yeah.
So he went to school for to be a paramedic.
Okay.
I went to school for administration,
Okay.
finances and everything.
Okay.
So the inspiration behind starting the business in Elebore, we worked in an industry. Ambulance. So previously we used to work for other companies. And then later on, which was 2014, that's when we decided to start our own company.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was easy for us because already we were in that industry.
Okay.
We understood everything. So it became easy for the start. And he's in charge of all the ambulances you see on the road, everyone. And then now I'm in charge of the office.
So where did you get the money to buy the coolies?
The money came from us, from our savings.
Okay.
From the previous employer.
Okay.
Yeah. So we took the money, we made sure that we saved enough money. We started with only one ambulance.
Yeah.
In 2014, we operated for a couple of months with only one ambulance. And then, as you were saying earlier on, that Proce invested our resources into our business.
Yes.
So, when we started making some money, we invested back in the business, we started buying more and more ambulances.
So this was your first office?
No. Our office was in Alberton. It was a very small space.
Yeah.
Very small office. It could only accommodate 3 people.
Okay.
Yeah. We started there. There were only 2 people in the office. Actually, I was the only one in the office. And now it was on the road. Gathered one ambulance.
Yeah.
And then later on, that's when I got 2 more people to come and assist me, and I got more people to assist with other ambulances.
As a managing director, what are your challenges in this business? Because now, honestly speaking, I've never met an African brother who's running this operation. I'm used to people who own clubs, taxis, self-made entrepreneurs in common business. But this one, it's something different. So if maybe I want to venture to the industry of ambulance, what must I do? And then what are challenges that I will come across? If maybe I want to invest and say no, Charles successful ambulance.
Yeah.
So
Okay. There's quite a number of challenges.
Yeah.
Like a lot of challenges.
yeah,
Our industry, it's mostly dominated by the other sides.
yeah, the white dominant,
Yes,
Yes.
white dominant.
white people.
Yes. Mostly because they have the resources.
Okay,
Some have sponsorships.
Yeah.
So it's easy for them to
and they started long time ago.
long term ago. So only started, we're turning 10 years
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
So it's quite difficult. And also, it's becoming more difficult now because they've introduced regulations.
Oh, yeah.
And it's difficult. It's expensive for us to make sure that we regulate according to all their the needs,
Yeah.
the industry needs.
Yeah.
So it's becoming more and more difficult. And another thing is that most companies used to get, their biggest client used to be the road accident fund.
Okay.
So a lot of things have changed there in the road accident fund. They implemented new process when you're making claims.
Yeah.
It becomes more and more difficult. So most companies, they've actually stopped doing road motor vehicle accidents, pedestrian and so forth. So most companies have closed due to that.
Yeah.
So it just becomes more and more difficult. So it would be nice to have assistance from our government.
From the government
Yeah.
side. How do you get jobs?
It's quite a number of ways. For example, when there's an event,
Yeah.
you are in the
Oh yeah,
entertainment
yeah,
industry.
yeah.
So when there's an event,
Ambulance has to be there
the ambulance
for
is-
stampede. Babang ba faint
Yes, yeah.
too much of excitement.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when there's event from your entertainment to
Okay.
your soccer events,
Oh yeah.
your athletics, all these things. So obviously you as the event organizer,
Yeah.
before your event get
Yeah.
approved, you need to meet all these requirements, which is
Okay.
your security,
Very.
your
Definitely.
yeah. So
Police, JMPD, ambulance,
yes,
fire for brigade,
yes,
they can be fired.
yeah.
Those are the rules.
Yes.
If you don't have those things, which would be your festival is in Bombay,
Yeah.
You must comply.
you must comply. Yeah? So, do you sometimes volunteer? Maybe, let's say there's an accident. How do you get involved into an accident? 2 cars crashed, origin accident. Those people collapse. There's nobody there. How do you respond to those people? How do you help them? And then how do you make your money after helping them? Or you help somebody by receiving a call. Ayise ambulance. Then the ambulance we goes to the location. How that's how you operate.
Yes, exactly that. Any member of the community can call.
Any member of the community.
Our accident,
Yeah,
and then we come and assist.
yeah,
But because right now we are a private company,
yeah,
so if our phone is going to mama ya kula,
yeah,
we obviously want to check on medical aid.
Yeah.
If as na medical aid, utlapatala jwang.
yeah, yeah,
If there's no means ya patala.
yeah,
So now what we do is that we help the client or the patient.
yeah.
Ramutusa or tola ambulance go government.
Okay.
So because sometimes it becomes a problem. Abafonela government, it takes long. Abafono tola response. So Rona what
And then what's
Waku.
Yeah,
So what we do, Ronare fonela Rabatusa
Yeah,
to
yeah.
So that's where we come in, where we assist
yeah,
for free.
yeah,
But then if ambulance are on a feta, there's an accident, they have to stop and assist.
yeah.
It's a protocol.
Oh, it's a protocol.
Yes.
Oh,
You cannot leave a patient unattended if you're a medical practitioner. Regardless of that patient will pay or not.
so on your site, operational, what does an ambulance consist of inside? What do you have there? Oxygen,
An ambulance consists of,
drip.
consists of so many things.
Yeah.
In terms of your drips, we call them the intravenous therapies.
Yeah,
So it consists of your gel course, which people normally call it like a needle.
yeah,
Your injection, which is your syringe and all those things. your oxygen cylinder must be in the ambulance in case you get attacked by asthma.
Yeah.
So when I come, I must have all the resources to help you breathe. You are able to monitor your heart.
Yeah.
If it is your yeah, go to right, you understand?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of your Asian guys, they eat a lot of your chilies and stuff. So most of them, they get attacked. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's when we utilize those machines just to check your heart.
Yeah.
Is it pumping? Okay,
Yeah.
you understand? And then there's a printout that we interpret or no. This is the condition that you are having.
So does your private company has a department of membership, like medical aids?
Yes.
Do you have that sector?
Yeah. So all the I'll say emergency personnel.
Yeah.
They all must be registered in health professional council, which is HPCSC.
Yeah.
So they go to school. After then, they register with the board.
Yeah.
And there's a fee they pay every year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is the body. Then now we cannot hire them unless they are registered. They've got a certificate and also they are registered with the body.
That's a license to operate.
Yeah, that's a license.
Oh, that's a license to operate.
Yeah.
So that you can help a person.
You can practice.
You can practice.
Okay.
So it's the same as if you're a guy or Tamo soccer, you can't be a coach if you don't have a coaching license.
Okay.
And be registered with, I don't know, FIFA or but they register with the body before a practice to be a coach.
So how many combis do you have?
Currently we have 33.
Oh.
Yeah, we have 33. We used to have more, but then due to COVID, we lost a lot of business.
Okay.
So we were forced to sell some of the entities.
And then how many workers do you have?
In total we have 75.
75.
Yes.
So do you have another branch?
Yes, currently we have branches in Gauteng we have 3.
Okay.
And then in Popo we have 1, and then we have also 1 in the Northwest.
Okay. So the business is growing.
Yes, it is growing.
So you want to have branches national?
That is our future plans.
That's the future plan.
That's the future plans. Yeah.
How long is it going to take that future plan?
It's quite difficult for now, but we are getting there. We're hoping in the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
We should be having a national footprint.
Okay.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
So then in terms of job creation,
yes.
If there's young people who don't know the direction, they don't know what to do with their lives. You see life, I'm talking from the leader's perspective. We are faced with drugs, we are faced with crime, we are faced with confusion of careers, and so forth and so forth. If being given a chance, or voluntarily so, you want to give yourself a chance to help the youth, more especially the unemployed, how can you engage into that department? What can you do for the nation?
Yeah. Previously, we had a program where we visit schools. First of all, we will teach them how to do CPR.
Yeah.
For in case somebody collapses,
Yeah.
then they know what to do.
Yeah.
And obviously, in the process, they must know that as much as they are giving CPR, they must still call an ambulance.
Yeah.
Or call, somebody who's medically trained who can come and assist.
Yeah.
So, but then as a company, the past couple of years has been difficult to actually engage in programs where we can, as a company, say we will take people to school.
Yeah.
Yes. So it has always been programs where we go to schools and educate young people in terms of which careers to follow. And most especially when they have career days.
Yeah.
We will come with our pamphlets, we will come with our banners and everything, and then we explain with our as what we do as high care, and how they can go about getting into the industry, and the courses they need to take, and and also the discipline, because it needs to be disciplined.
So from the government sector, how do you get jobs from government?
With government, everything happens through a bidding system.
Bidding system. Tenderpreneurship.
Tender, yeah. So.
What bidding or maybe big events? Have you ever been in an event maybe of ANC or of any political party?
Yeah, we have been, but then with political parties, they don't. It's not a bidding system. I don't know their internal processes. But it's not like your government bidding system. They just call and say, we have an event, we need so many ambulances, so many personnel. So from this time until this time, give us a quotation. And then we draft something, we send them a quotation. They accept, and they pay us, and we render the services.
If the government has to improve the industry, what must they do?
When it comes to ambulance, when it comes to our industry, basically, in South Africa, there's no government that can cope with the demand. It cope with the demand, transporting patients. So, in our industry, we don't have a lot of tenders. Government doesn't issue a lot of tenders when it comes to ambulances. I think they should. Like all the provinces, municipalities and stuff. I think they should involve us so that we are able to assist the government, because we have a lot of people that loses their lives because the ambulance got delayed. In other areas, in other provinces, most especially rural areas. But why sure, because of the ambulance cannot get to them. Because the roads are not.
That's the truth. You can't even buy a car.
You can't even buy a car.
When you buy a car, you park a go freeway in.
Yes.
But it can't go inside the village.
It can't go. But then you see, if there's a partnership between government and private companies, we can come in with special vehicles that can go up the mountains to get the patients. Because I think when it comes to private companies, we have the passion and the drive, because obviously there will be a monetary compensation. So we can, come in and assist the government in those areas for allow us to or now we can get them.
I think you've said something that is very important. I've been to the villages somewhere and I ask myself, how do you get inside this village with the car? You can see this place it doesn't have any infrastructure, no roads, no ambulance. So that is why some villages they just lose people. Because an ambulance can't get there. I think it's something that the government should consider and improve those villages to avoid that scenario in terms of ambulance delay or an ambulance can't reach that place to help that poor soul. I can see your chair, it's C63. It's Ferrari.
It's a company.
I love cars.
You love cars, man? And then massive cars. Muscle cars. Hayi motonyana zokudlala. Ngibona ngale studio lesi simuyi lesi. Long I can tell is a family oriented. Ahora ngiyabona ichisa nami ngase sazohlangana esikhaleni. Shaya ipoti zakhona laphana. Machita, on behalf of Israel Matseke Zulu podcast, we like to thank you. We really appreciate people like you for your contribution that you've made. I believe in people like you. Together we need each other. After I think my co-producer met you, there's something we've spoken about that is gonna happen, that's gonna combine us together, working together relationship. So keep up the spirit, keep up the good work. So sometimes I come across an ambulance passerby in cars. Yeah, it's a priority. There's a special license for them, yellow line.
Yeah, as an ambulance, obviously we are regulated by Department of Health.
Yes.
And also the Board of Healthcare.
Yes.
So our ambulances must have lights and sirens.
Yeah.
And our lights are red.
Yeah.
When you see red lights, you know it's
danger. Red for danger.
Emergency.
It's a serious emergency.
Yeah. So then, if it's an emergency, if and traffic, we must take the emergency lane, which is the yellow lane.
Yeah.
But the problem is that our people, when there's traffic, they always occupy the emergency lane.
Yeah,
that causes a serious problem.
I never considered what you are talking about.
Yeah.
Because everyone is in a hurry. Can't that space reserved for emergency, which you are dealing with the emergency. Then you come as an ambulance. Now you quantum date about the Did you drive an ambulance by yourself?
I did. I basically, when we started the company, he had his own office. My office was an ambulance.
Okay.
I used to sleep in the ambulance.
Okay.
I used to leave the office on Thursday and come back on Monday.
Okay.
With paperwork. That I must give him and he must make sure they are paid.
Have you blow a siren for no reason, just because you have an advantage, because you drive an ambulance? Maybe you are in a hurry just for some personal missions.
No. Personally, I haven't. There's moment where I wanted to, but you know, anyone can follow you to see where you're going. Is it an emergency or not? So we try by all means. When we put on the red lights and sirens, it means it's emergency. When we get to that left lane, I mean, it can be a medical emergency. It can be maybe there's a crime. That lane is not mainly meant for ambulance. It's for emergency. It can be any form of emergency.
No, you've spoken as a wise man. Sometimes maybe you took that risk, flashing those lights, making the sound, the sirens, then there's somebody who's working to watch people like you. It is really very mental. It's disqualified. It
has happened to me. It has happened to us where you are dispatched to a call. We on your way. They say no, the call is cancelled, or there's another emergency service on scene already.
Okay.
Then I have to switch off the lights. And someone will think, no, we're spices. My control center called me and say, no, you can stop the call.
Okay.
Then I have to be a normal motorist as well. Go back inside, switch off the lights, switch off the siren, and then drive normal. And then when I had the back, you're thinking, no, we are spices. After that, the driver.
No, we are told. So, final, where do you see yourself after 5 years or 2 years?
As we said earlier on, that we wanted to expand the business. Initially, obviously, as people, really a vision to want to see your business really all over the world, or all of Africa, everywhere. But sometimes you get to the reality of your industry and how it operates. And then, we at some stage we took a decision to say, yes, we want to go national, but maybe let's start dominating certain provinces first. So there's provinces which we picked and said, no, let's start with these provinces and dominate these provinces before we can even think of Eastern Cape, for example. KZN, Western Cape, Northern Cape. So let's dominate the provinces that are closer to us as the head office. So in the next 5 years, 5 to 10 years, we would want to see ourselves really national. I think in 10 years' time, but our 5 years is just to dominate the provinces that we've selected.
From you, my brother,
Yes.
there's anything you want to say? This is a moment to shine. This is a moment to say anything that you like to say that you never said it before. Anything that you want people to know or whoever who's watching.
Yeah.
This is the moment. The time has arrived.
No, from my side, I just want to thank my brother here and also thank Israel to dedicate this time to come and visit us. I heard you on radio. I listened to Tiwa Touch. Unfortunately, today I missed because we are here.
This is a Tiwa Touch extension.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I heard about your initiative. And obviously it touched me. And that's why we decided as I did that we are pledging to donate something because you're doing something for someone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, my brother.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I wish you all the best. Fire of it. More fire. More fire. Spirit.
Spirits.
It's a song.
Yeah.
Anything. Clifford.
So when we see you on TV, my brother, you motivate us.
All the time.
You motivate us all the time. That's why when I met you 2 years back at the funeral, and I took a picture with you.
I remember Patrick Shai's funeral.
Yes.
My brother showed me the picture, and that was my first public appearance.
Yes.
After the nightmare.
Yes.
Eish, my brother. You know, meeting people is very important, and the way you behave is very important. If Salagara, I am Tatistombe, that he last now. Kapatia himself. No, I learn something. Respecting people is very important. Not by the color or by the status or by features. Just to respect everyone. You know, your testimony is like other testimony. One day I met Pasadi Babango Airport, East London. After I was approached by beautiful girls looking for hugs. Hugs, yes, autograph. And then the other ones also wanted the same, but they didn't look like the first ones. And then I accommodated them. Khanti, these people, they are from the municipality. One day I received a call, they say, we want to give you work. We have an event. This event originally, Neripukamo so. But we don't book him anymore because he thinks he's been made out of gold. We want you to make a difference. From that day, I started to be extra careful. You don't know who you meet. You will meet a child of a president. Because he doesn't look like a president in the mall. Gandhi, you're losing work. So good behavior is the way to go. Salute Buffett. Yeah, we'll see you next time. Yeah. No problem. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, people of the South, Bantu Wasemzansi, this is Israel, the one and the only GPmaorange, the ghetto professor, King Manamune, last man standing. Yes, up close and personal with Israel Mateke Zulu podcast. Afetu, here are the numbers. When somebody is sick in your family with immediate effect on the spot, medical aid or free medical aid, cash content, this is a private company. Iyafana nabo Medicare, iyafana nabo R24, iyafana nabo ambulance. Maybe bongazi ukuthi kune ambulance yomuntu omnyama. Afethu isikhathi sesifikile, we taking over automatically so. Sesinawo lamalamba nathi sagula nje savuka singakwazi ukuhamba, funeka ama-ambulance. Siyafona. Subscribe to the podcast, YouTube bafethu sizobonana 20. Akuna flop. Sisonke. Abasho.